So we have a full moon in Leo that is coming up on February the 1st. So I'm going to give you some things to be looking out for. What are some common themes and energies that are going to be flowing, and also how to best navigate through it. If you like that kind of thing, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Jessin Press. I am a spiritual coach and a certified light worker, and we're going to do the energy forecast a little bit different today. So, first, I'm going to give you just some things that you should be looking out for and some of the current themes that are going to be happening. And then I'm also going to pull a few cards from my tarot deck here, just as a collective read on the energy. The first thing that you should be aware of is that we have a full moon that is happening on February the 1st, and this is going to be a moon in Leo. Remember that we are also in Aquarius season. So the sun in Aquarius is already bringing in a lot of innovation, a lot of creative ideas, and this new spark, right? A lot of Aquarius energy is more so about not really feeding into your procrastination. There's no excuses when it comes down to getting things done. And that is the Aquarius energy. So that is going to be mixed in with this full moon in Leo energy. Leo is all about creativity. It is about your self identity. Leo energy is also about expansion. So during this time, there are going to be three key elements that are going to be occurring during this full moon. And the first is release. So, always under the full moon, it is a great time for you to release the things that no longer serve you. But because it is a full moon, there is going to be a lot more things that are highlighted that need to be released. So that's going to look like emotions are going to be high, right? You're going to feel like there's a lot of truth that is coming to the surface. The clarity that you are going to be receiving is unavoidable at this point. So if you've been in denial about something for the past few months, this is a time when you are most likely going to be faced with the truth, and there's no gray area. It's just the black and white. So you have to choose one side or the other. And then the second theme that is going to be occurring there during this time is confidence. This is the time when you're going to have that sudden urge to just speak your truth, when you're going to feel this boost of confidence come in because you're tired of playing small. I know over the past few days, I've been having to clear a lot from my throat chakra because there have been moments when it just feels like it's being blocked, or when my throat is incredibly dry. And that is all of this energy that's revving up for speaking your truth, of stepping into your true identity and being your true self. And the third theme is creative renewal. If you've been feeling like you've been stuck in this rut, or like you just don't know which direction you should go into when it comes down to your business or your creative ideas, this is a great time when you will most likely be receiving a lot of downloads, whether that comes in the form of dreams, or maybe you overhear a conversation, or maybe you're just sitting in your meditation and you receive creative thoughts of how you can move forward with your business. This is a great time when the Leo moon is going to be shining bright in that creativity. So have your dream journal right next to you when you wake up in the middle of the night. If it's at 3 a.m. and you're having these ideas, just write them down. This full moon is preparing you for spring. So these creative downloads that you are receiving are there to help you plant the seeds for them to blossom in the springtime. Something else that you should also be aware of is that there is going to be this stillness that is in the air. This is the transition between the heavy winter into the springtime. This is the full moon that is highlighting that transformation that is happening, especially the transformation that's happening energetically. And you should also be aware that when things are being created, you will experience the energetic shift first, and then it manifests into the physical form. So, this is a full moon where the energetic shift is going to be so powerful. But you're going to be looking around like, okay, but what's happening? Where is it? Why is everything just kind of at a standstill? And what's happening is that the universe is asking for you to trust in the stillness, to trust in the transformation, and to allow for yourself to sit in the meditations that you're doing and to receive the downloads. In the stillness is when all things are created. This is also the time for you to trust in your own growth. Okay, you've been doing the work, you've already been learning, and you've been expanding and doing all of the healing, magical things to align with your divine path. And during this time, like I said, because it can feel like there's nothing happening, doubts and fears can come in. So it's really important that you just, again, remain in that stillness, do silent meditation, but also observe your thoughts and then release them. That's a part of the release that's happening under the full moon. This is a chance when you're actually going to be faced with those doubts that you thought were dormant for a long time, or that you didn't even realize were there. I'm telling you that they're coming to the surface, and it's like the Leo moon is going to be giving you the courage and the strength to push through it. So go for it. If you're scared of something, I'm telling you that one of the best things that could happen is that you actually get everything that you desire. The worst thing that can happen is that you find yourself in a situation where you're just learning and where you're like, oh, you know what? That confidence actually felt really good. Even if you feel like you're going to be rejected, even if you feel like people are not going to buy your offers, even if you are in this space where you are doubting your own expansion, understand that those doubts and those fears are not real. Okay, they're only showing up for you because they're mirroring what you need to release. They're showing you what the full moon is willing to take from you and to transform into something more beautiful coming into the springtime. And if you have not watched the my 2026 energy forecast, I would highly suggest you to do that. I will pin it at the end of this video here because, a lot of people have come into 2026 and they're wondering, well, why am I having these huge tower moments? Like, why is it that everything around me is collapsing and falling apart? And the reason why is because 2026 actually, the energy of the fire horse, the energy of creativity and of abundance, they are all revving up for the spring equinox, which happens, I believe it's March 20th. I think it's March 20th this year. I have to double check that. But yeah, the spring equinox that is coming up is the new, it's the astrological new year. So that is what is happening right now. So if you are feeling like you are lost or confused or that you're losing confidence, I'm telling you now that when you go back and watch the 2026 energy forecast, it is going to encourage you to keep going. It's going to tell you that you are still in the fight. Okay, you're still in the race. Don't lose hope because it has been a lot of heavy energies, but these are all transformative energies. Okay, so I am going to just pull three cards. Just to kind of get a collective reading or any additional guidance that Spirit wants to reveal to the collective today. Just three cards here. Any energy for this upcoming full moon in Leo. And honestly, I'm so excited because whenever there's a full moon in Leo, it's like I always surprise myself. And I notice that people around are also surprising themselves with just the things that they're able to do, the creativity that comes in, the downloads that come in, even having that aha moment with the clarity. Maybe you've been seeing situations one way, and now the universe is giving you a completely new perspective on how to see it. So right now we have the King of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. Okay. One more card for the collective. Ooh, came out. Okay, got two cards here. So we have the Death card and we have Nine of Swords. So Six of Pentacles and King of Cups here. And then we have the Nine of Swords and we have the Death card. So this is really telling me, so usually whenever we have pentacles, that represents new opportunities, that represents money, it represents abundance and things that are manifesting in the physical space. We also have this King of Cups energy. So right now it is really important that you are balancing out your emotions. Like I said, emotions are going to be at all they're going to be very chaotic under this full moon, because when and usually when the emotions are high, intelligence is low. So right now, for you to really get a grasp on the creativity and the downloads and the money and the abundance that's coming in, that could also be for love as well. For those things that are guaranteed to come in for you in this next season, you have to be sure that emotionally that you are aligned with what you are manifesting. So if you are in this space where you are doubting your manifestations, or where you are replaying the same stories over and over and over, you are not going to be able to reach this Nine of Pentacles. And that's why we have the Death card here, right? So this Death card is showing that it's time to let things go. It's time to release whatever is no longer serving you. And we are able to do that under this full moon. So I'm just looking at the Nine of Swords here. Yeah, like you have a choice. So either you can remain in this stuck energy, which is the Nine of Swords, which is full of anxiety, it is full of fear, it's full of just holding yourself back and letting your ego tell you that you are not worthy of this Six of Pentacles, and letting your ego tell you that there's a lot more that you are missing or that you're not capable of. And unless you put a death, pretty much, right? Unless you allow for this ego, for this Nine of Swords to die, unless you allow for it to be released, you're not going to get into this Six of Pentacles energy. And what's interesting though is that the way that you release that is by understanding your emotions. It is by you mastering your emotions in a way to where you're not overcome by them. Yes, energy is going to be chaotic, but allow for that energy, which is the emotions. Allow for that energy to move through you. Allow for yourself to be in full alignment with this Six of Pentacles, because it looks like this is actually guaranteed for you. It looks like these are the seeds that are being planted for you. And quite honestly, sorry, I was just looking here. Yeah, like even with this King of Cups though, it's saying that you've already mastered this process. Now it's just a matter of you accepting what shows up for you. It's a matter of you accepting the truth. And even though the truth can be a little bit hard for you to actually see and to fully understand, you don't need to carry it with you. You're allowed to let this go. You're allowed to be in a space where there's new growth here, right? So usually when people look at the Death card, they think that that means that everything is ending for them, but no, this is giving you the choice to make this happen. So that's all that I have for you. Let's see if there's one more card, Spirit. I'm feeling like there might be one more card just to kind of add more clarity to wrap this up a little bit. But yeah, this full moon is incredibly powerful. This full moon is, it's like it's so still and very quiet, but it's so incredibly transformative. It's like you have this, yeah, like you have this here it is. So we have the 2 of wands, which means that you're going to have some decisions to make of either holding on to this 9 of swords, which is a part of your, this is a part of your past cycle. Like this is your old habits, your fears, your doubts, even people who might be holding you back, right? If you're feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm not that confident, you have a decision to make. Whether you're going to remain in that space of you have this decision to make. Either you're going to remain with this anxiety and this fear, or we also had the Temperance card. They both came out, even though I asked for one, Spirit gave us two. So that, Spirit is always blessing us with more. But yeah, we have this Temperance card. So this is the decision that you're going to be making. Either you can decide between your anxiety, your fears, your doubts, your disbeliefs, all of the what ifs. Like, what if something doesn't go my way? What if this person rejects me? What if this opportunity doesn't come in? What if this risk is too big? And then you have this Temperance card, which is full of peace and love and literally everything that you've been manifesting. And so you have this decision to make. You see how there's two. You can walk either path. Either path is for you to choose. And it's your decision if you're going to choose peace or if you're going to choose the same old anxiety and fears and doubts. And you see how far that's gotten you. So yeah, the best way for you to master that is to get into your King of Cups energy. Understand that you are the creator of this new world. You are the creator of your reality. And you are able to be completely devoted to this new, right? To these new manifestations, to this new beginning. It's like, are you going to remain devoted here to making sure that you are in full alignment? Are you devoted to your alignment? That's pretty much what it is, right? Are you devoted to these beautiful manifestations, to these opportunities? Are you devoted to this new path? So that's all that I have for you. That was a very in depth energy forecast. If you have found any of this helpful, please, please, please let me know in the comment section below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I am so excited for this new chapter and for this these new manifestations to blossom the way that they are going to. And like I said, that 6 of Pentacles is guaranteed. Like, you are guaranteed success. It's just about whatever you decide to do with the truth that's coming in. And also making sure that you are living as yourself, that you are being authentic to you, and allowing for that Leo energy to give you the confidence boost that you need. I love you. I love you. I love you. I am going to talk to you guys soon. And don't forget to spread love.